Welcome back to another edition of Open Goals Bucks Bar Hot Wings Challenge!
Heavyweight clash of the day, Simon. Well,
the one I've been looking forward to the most. Two massive fans.
Aye, that's got to be the
two
best
doors
ever.
down. Grado and Johnny Watson! How are you with spicy food, lads? Alright?
okay.
I'm alright. I have to say,
You're obsessed with chicken.
You love
chicken
your wings,
man.
don't you?
See buffalo wings, see buffalo style wings with blue cheese dip. That is my passion. I love it.
Every when we film Two Doors Down, I always say to him, I always talk about food all the time, and I say, what'd you have last night? And I'll go, buffalo wings, blue cheese dip.
I love it.
Every night.
You need to have blue cheese dip. Again, see blue cheese, everybody, do you like blue cheese?
Love it, mate.
Do you?
Love it
Do you
with
like
buffalo
it?
wings.
Disgusting.
See, a lot of folk will say, oh, I'm not so struck in blue cheese, but I always say, because it does, the first time you try it is as if you're tossing a big shite in your gob, right? The taste of it, your palate matures to it, and you get into it. I now can't have buffalo wings without blue cheese. Yes, see your Caesar and all the other sauces, nah. It needs to be blue cheese.
How many wings have you eaten in a row?
20. Just 20. 20. Aye. The buffalo wings in here are superb.
What about you, Johnny? What's your go-to dinner? What's your favourite dinner like you like to have?
I love Italian food. That's
Right.
my favourite. I like Chinese food. In fact, there was an episode of Two Doors Down. Has it been on yet?
Aye, that's been on. I've seen the
Aye,
Chinese food.
the
Right.
Chinese.
Brilliant.
So the two of us are sat beside each other on the couch, and they to do our pickups, the close-ups and the mid-shots, first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock kickoff. And by 9 o'clock, the two of us had eaten 3 full Chinese meals.
Because that's when you forget that on Two Doors Down, there's that many setups, isn't there?
Yeah.
You get it, because obviously Two Doors Down, a big thing is the reactions, the facial reactions.
Yeah.
So they need to get every shot, don't they?
Yeah.
So when you see us eating something for a plate, it's all day we're eating. All day, ain't it?
Aye.
And then lunchtime comes and you're like that. You can't
Maybe just have a squeeze in a wee dessert.
Aye, for our wee second bellies.
Lovely. Two doors
No,
down, mate. I'm
that is our
fucking
favourite dish,
obsessed.
don't
You
talk
did,
about
I remember you
Texting you.
aye. But I need to say, I know, open goal, right? I never forget it, right? Because I was travelling back and forth to
Back and what,
America. Forward, sorry, that's my
Forward?
Ayrshire par, forward.
Right.
And I was going back and forth to America, and my points had got up, right? My British Airways points, because you travel that often. So I ended up getting upgraded to silver, so I could get into the lounges and all the rest of it. And I'll never forget, there was one time I was offered business class seats for about £150, an upgrade. And it was on my birthday, so I thought, I'm going to do it. By the way, not only that, when I was going on the plane, Liam Gallagher was on the flight, right?
Damn.
Best day ever. Sat in the British Airways flight, you can all lying down with the covers and all the rest of it. And I downloaded Open Goal, your interview with Chris Boyd, Ali McCoy and all the rest of it. And I'm no joking, I watched Open Goal for a full 8 hours. I didn't want the flight to end. I was like,
What a waste of fucking business class, mate. What the fuck?
but I totally remember that like mega back in the day.
What a man. Do you just like watching yourself back after his day, show?
What's that?
Do you just like watching yourself back when it comes on the telly?
No,
Do you know?
no. I watched the 2 episodes when we were down for the big press launch down in London, so we had to sit through that. But I very rarely watch. I'll let my missus will watch and I'll say, what was it like?
Well, see, I struggle. I remember the first sort of proper acting job I got was River City, because the documentary came out, and the next day Adrian McDowell phoned me, and he said, stand by your phone. River City are going to give you a phone, right? And I'd never ever done any apart. I'd done wrestling and stuff like that, and I thought, I'll be able to do this, no bother. Acting, come on, I'm loud and all that. I thought, this will be no bother. And I remember going to do it and thinking, God, I done no too bad there. See, when I watched it back, I thought, hiya, darling! I've added you to Facebook. Well, we have it. Well, fancy watching a rom-com, Ken? I was watching it back, I was mortified. Never forget as well, that after it aired, I was in the boozer, and somebody was like, you were in River City, weren't you? I says, aye. She says, acting shite and that, innit? I went, oh well, you're the fucking worst. I was devastated. But when I went on to Two Doors Down, I have folk like Johnny there, he's a great inspiration, do you know what I mean?
Does he help you out?
Oh aye, 100%. He's a great actor. I mean, a really, really great actor. And you boys will ken yourself, growing up, every new year.
Oh,
That
mate,
was the best,
honestly.
that was the best.
My 2 young boys are into it now, mate. They're watching all the old ones. They're
good.
fucking obsessed with it. What are the videos that you make in your bedroom you watch back?
That's involved in it, Johnny's anything.
Right, let's get the rules out the way first, mate.
So, one of the 4 rounds, is that right, Simon?
Yes.
Get a question, Ryan.
Right.
Must eat a wing.
And the heat goes up every round, Johnny.
Right, okay.
Before we need to get this right, because we've now got Bucks Bar are doing an open goal hot wings challenge in January. So if you come in, book a table at any Bucks Bar and ask to test yourself against each other in the wings challenge, the winner of each table wins a free piece of Bucks Bar merch. You and me, Purdon, can come in.
Let's do it.
Are you good at quizzes?
I'm not too.
All right.
Depends what the questions are.
Aye. Football, I'm not a great. I don't. Aye. No, but Premier
Good,
League.
you've got a football podcast, mate.
I know. It's,
You didn't know
that's the worst thing about the podcast is talking about football.
No fun.
You're
That's it, mate.
I hate talking about football. Honestly, I do. Anyway, we'll get a bash.
What, G, just before we start, are you amazed at the reception of Two Doors Down and how big it's got?
Yeah, well, when you do a job, you really never know. You just do it as best you can. But the response that we've had, I mean, I've been doing it for a number of years now, and it never ceases to amaze me. The best of all was actually telling the boy downstairs. He was asking about it, and I did 2-3 years ago. I did a series of Doctor Who. So you get invited to the Doctor Who convention. So I was one in LA, and I'm sitting beside Sylvester McCoy. Sylvester and I did a play at the Troy years ago, so I've known him for years. So we're sitting signing autographs, and this big boy comes up, big American guy, and he's got a beard on, right? And he's about 6 feet tall, and he's dressed head to toe like Jodie Whittaker. And he comes up and he goes, "I'd just like to thank you for, raising the Santarn race into the place they should be and all that." I'm going, "Not a problem, pal." And he goes, "I wonder if you would sign this for me." I said, "Not a problem." He goes into his jacket and he brings out a box set of Two Doors Down.
Wow.
And I thought, LA, I couldn't believe it.
Incredible.
So, so we're amazed at the response, but it's...
So you can't tell, like, you didn't know after that you shot that first series, you weren't sure whether it was going to be big or not?
Well, what we did was, years ago we did a one-off. It was like a 1 hour special. It wasn't a pilot.
Right.
It was a 1 hour special. And it went out at 9 o'clock in Hogmanay. And it was done really quickly. I always think that somebody, like a big name in the BBC, let them down. And that's why we were all put together. And this script of Two Doors Down had been sitting on the shelf for about 2 years.
Right.
Simon and Gregor had written about 2 years before. And we did it. It went out, and it was just the beginning, the social media began to have an effect and programs and stuff like that. And it just took off. And we thought, well, there's maybe something here.
Yeah.
But you never know how successful it's going to be.
I think lockdown was good for it.
Lockdown was good
I
for
felt
it.
because
Yeah.
a lot of the time folk would say in the street, "Oh, watching Scott Squad, watching this," and they didn't know Two Doors Down. But I think with folk locked up in the house and all that, I saw.
No, that's absolutely right, because when it went out initially, came out at the same time as Still Game when that was brought back after the Hydro shows. So they got most of the press and we didn't. But funnily enough, we did better than the network.
Did we?
Yeah.
China.
When did you get the call to come on?
I think it was
You were later, weren't you?
Series 3. Aye. I remember being wrestling in America and I got an email to ask to come do an audition. I was delighted because I'd only just started watching it, and it was me and my mom's thing today was to watch Two Doors Down. Right away, I get right into it because with his character. See, because he was knocking about with the Armani gear and Ken, when I go on holidays, I fly from Manchester and all this. I thought, this is superb. And I asked to go in for an audition in London, and I went down and done it, and then asked to be in an episode, filmed an episode, then they kept me on. So
You love his character.
Oh, you and your missus are genius, man.
She's great to work with. She's brilliant.
Oh, she's incredible.
And she's mad as a box of frogs.
she
Is she in real life?
Oh, God.
Is she?
Do you ever go night suit with each other?
yeah,
We sometimes do. The thing is, see, when you've got the schedule, it's so jam-packed, you're knackered. I mean, any spare time you've got, you just want to go to your bed.
we did a night out when we done. Remember we done the BBC? Remember we done the London thing? Remember?
Yes, I do remember.
Mary Berry was there. Who else? Mary Berry.
I'll tell you a story about him.
Graham Norton.
Right. The 100th anniversary celebrations of the BBC. Huge big event out at the Natural History Museum. And as he says, everybody was there.
Oh, I mean
I
everybody.
mean, Elaine and I went in the door and it was like Graham Norton, Mary Berry, Lenny Henry, David Dibble was in the background waving and all that kind of stuff.
Aye.
So it's a free bar, right? So they're all getting tanked in. And about, I don't know, 2 hours into it, me and Simon Carlisle at the bar, he wanders up to me and goes, "Hey Johnny, who's that over there?" Right, I was all about, "Who's that over there?" I said, "Well, that there, Graham, that's Jay Rayner." He goes, "Fucking Jay Rayner, that's right. Food critic, Guardian." He says, "I'm going to fucking speak to him." So Simon and I are watching this. So Jay Rayner's holding court with about half a dozen other folk. He gets up to him and goes, "Oh, big man, what's the best macaroni and cheese you've ever tasted?" And the guy, honestly, he just about to shat himself. And he goes, "I don't know." But this time, me and Carlisle are wetting ourselves.
Oh, that's amazing.
I like my macaroni. And
yeah.
I love it.
I love that
Actually,
as well, mate.
that's my, because you spoke about it once. If I ever ended up a serial killer, the last meal, it would be a plate of macaroni, a side of wings. Oh, geez,
Just quickly before we get into this, any similar story to Johnny? Any big names that have told you that they're like 2 doors down?
Tom Jones. Well, he never told me, but before that, aye.
Tom Jones. I saw him, me and my missus saw him the other night, actually.
Aye, in here, wasn't he?
Oh, he was fantastic. Aye, he did a thing, the sort, I think it must have been the launch of his last album. You know, they do these things in Metro and stuff like that. They ask them maybe 20 questions.
Yeah.
And favourite TV programme, he said 2 doors down.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Nuts, innit?
At the big time, boys. Right, round 1, go. And it's a 2 doors down round.
Oh, hilarious.
I tell you this, I am hopeless at these octans right now. I may as well eat the whole plate here.
No, so I'm going to say a wee thing here about the sauce. It is the Winter Heat Bucks Bar charity hot sauce with all proceeds going to the homeless, so make sure you buy some.
Oh, there you have it.
Absolutely.
Is there any blue cheese dip at all, no?
No dips
blue-
here.
No dips in this.
Oh, can you not do
No,
that?
this is
When's your
big boy
next
shit.
wrestling show?
I don't, I'm wrestling in February, I think.
Could you get me on?
Aye. Well, that's what I want to do. I'd love to. Do you know what I had an idea when you talked in the hydro? I wanted like a prairie hat, and for me to come out, you turn it around me and put me through a table.
Well, we've got this next Hydro show, so.
Could be in the pipeline.
Ask a question, I'm dying.
Right, let's go, Johnny. You ready, boy?
Right, here we go, round 1.
Look at me trying to get myself into a fucking hydro.
What you want,
Oh.
What door number do Michelle and Alan stay at?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez, oh.
Take a guess.
Come on.
32.
You need to write it down, Johnny.
Write it down.
That's what it pens for me.
Write it down and show the camera without showing
Right.
Grado it.
What do I think? In
Well,
the middle of
no clues, Paul, eh?
No,
Very
no
close,
clue. No.
I think it's. Oh,
Do you know what? It's your house.
I can.
You're going to talk
I don't
to
even
some
know.
Because
How do you even know that?
we watch it, mate.
love it, we
What's your favourite episode?
You don't watch this Lenny
I
Day.
think it's fucking no.
Oh, you do?
I
What do you watch it?
think it's a magic.
Right, show your
Please stop.
answer to the camera. The answer is 5.
Oh,
Oh.
what does that mean?
Both of you eat a wing.
Tell you there.
Get stuck in.
So, so these ones are nose hot then? No.
No, these are beautiful.
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 Now, here, this is my party trick. You know, watch this.
Can you do it in one go?
See the way you
Can actually.
like Fred Flintstone does it and all that. Watch this, watch.
Wow.
Oh, that's a game, what?
Do you enjoy the podcast, Grado?
What's that, mate?
Do you enjoy the football podcast you do?
I love it. Well, we told, me and Bob, right good pals, because we did pant with the girl and all that, and all the rest of it. Told I've kent for years and all, through the wrestling stuff. I say, I do love doing it, but I hate talking about football. I'm always,
Who'd win in a wrestling
I
match?
got
Toll or Slooney?
oh, that's interesting.
Be a
man,
good
aye.
fight, that, wouldn't it?
Aye, that is. Well, Toll's a dirty wee.
Is he horny?
He does get horny. You've got to watch.
That's dangerous for us too.
Aye. You would actually think that he's light, but he's not. He's a heavyweight fucker. There's a few times where they've used him as like a sort of, like a kind of, what would I say? Like, not to take the piss out of you, but he gets thrown about. And I remember one time he came backstage, and his whole chest was all red, and he came back going, I felt it in my chest, I felt it in my chest, I felt it in my chest. I don't think he's ever been back in the ring since.
Oh, is that- was that-
But he's brilliant, see, great for reaction stuff like that. He's good on the mic, and all that. He's brilliant.
That's decent.
Brilliant, Grado. Question 2. What kind of car does Gordon's dad, Graham, drive?
Gordon's good as well, and see your missus when she,
Brilliant.
like that's what makes me laugh, mate. See, his missus flirts with a gay guy,
Aye.
and he's so uncomfortable when she does it, isn't he?
Aye.
I love that sort of stuff, mate.
Gordon's, what is it again?
Gordon's dad's car.
Christ.
They were from Yorkshire, weren't they? Remember?
Yeah.
But
He's good, good guy, Alex Cullen plays his dad.
these are kind of shite questions, I don't know. Like,
It's hard, mate.
hold on.
The guy that writes these is a serial killer, mate. So
Right, here we go. You got it over the show now?
Yes, show it to the camera and say it.
Nissan Cherry.
Ford Fiesta.
Oh,
Triumph Stag.
Triumph Stag.
And
I should
It's an
know.
old vintage motor. You're on the
I've
outside.
been in it.
So do you know what?
I've been in it.
What's Alex Norton like? He a legend.
Oh, he's great.
he is. I'll tag it, man.
I've known him for years. He's brilliant.
Good actor, isn't he?
Oh, he's great. There's a brilliant James Mason impersonation.
Who's
James Mason is an old actor that you wouldn't know about, but very difficult.
Right, you're eating the wing again, mate. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm eating the wing
That's
again,
it. That's
right,
it. So if you get it wrong, you eat again, mate.
Yeah, that one. How's your juice going on?
Bought a 12,000 cans 2 years ago.
Right.
Still 11,000.
And they're on out of date. They're on out of date in 2 months.
They're running out of date now.
Was it a bad business idea?
Aye. But we cane it in the podcast every week, don't we? So we've not promoted it right at all, mate.
Do you know sign cans and all that and send it out or nothing like that? No?
You think you would, wouldn't you?
Aye.
No interest.
Going it with these things. You know, like Turner's tea cake advert when you were about 4 or 5, no?
That's a good pub quiz question. I was the Tunnock's tea cake boy.
Oh yeah.
And you'll not remember this, but it was years ago when the wee boy picker hang out a van, the tea cake, not the tea cake, the caramel wafer. That's because my dad did the ad for it.
There you go, eh?
There you go.
Child star. Right, question for you.
Take it
Is it me?
Aye, sure.
In the 2022 Xmas special episode, what cheese does Gordon say is quite strong before everyone has a sniff of it in the bag?
Oh.
It's your dad's bag, innit? He used his dad's bag for it.
You've met my dad before, haven't you? In the town. I think you patched him.
Did I?
Graham, that's
Good
terrible. I've
decision.
told you about that before. What cheese is it? Come on.
What?
What cheese?
Hold on.
Do not write fucking blue cheese dip.
It's no. It's
Johnny, what? Oh no, wait till he's
I'm just guessing, but
got it wrong. So what are you going with?
Gruyere.
Gruyere.
Stilton. Peter
Ah,
Stilton.
so it was
Peter Stilton.
You're still.
Stop.
Who's your favourite character on it?
No.
Who'd you like?
I used to love. She's not in it anymore. Sharon Rooney. I thought her character was great.
Didn't you?
What did she play?
She was
played,
Christine's daughter.
Christine's
Oh, Christine's daughter.
Sophie.
She is good, Sophie. That's
Sophie.
right. She's moved away now, hasn't she? Wales or
Yeah.
something.
Do you know what?
about
Actually,
you?
that's what folk used to always DM me, or no DM me, just tweet me and say that would be a good way to bring me in to be her boyfriend. So I did used to get that quite regular.
Is that right?
What about you?
She's-
Favourite character?
My favourite character, it's going to be between his character and Elaine, Christine.
Aye, Elaine.
Oh, Elaine's brilliant.
Yeah, everybody knows somebody that's like a Christine, you know what I mean? But she's, I genuinely, I'm not just saying this, but see you and Elaine's character, I think in Scottish comedy it would go down as two of the best characters.
I'd agree with that.
I mean, I really do. Wow. I'm not kissing your pipe, but I really honestly do.
That's brilliant.
Aye, you know.
Right, question 4.
Question 4. In the episode Alan's book, what was the name of the personal injury law business on the back of the business card Eric gave to Alan?
Christ knows, but see that episode, I loved it, man.
Is that your favourite
Why would you like about it?
See, he's got the line that you say is my absolute favourite to those down line of all time. So he's just split up with his missus, right? She's ran away with another guy, and you're on the dating websites, and Alec Norton's coming out, he's emptying his bin, and you come out and shove a woman in the back
Oh,
of
the
a taxi,
taxi, that's right.
and he goes, Eric, did you see her? I've just shagged her. Aye, that's honestly the best.
when we did that, the guys weren't there when we did it because it was an exterior in Hamilton. So the roads were sort of cordoned off, and the young girl, she was a supporting artist, right? And she just arrived, didn't know what she was going to be. And I said, somebody better tell her, you know. So I had to explain to her, I said, like, what happens is this, we've met in Tinder, and you know, we've been at it up the stairs, are you okay with that? And she said, yeah, okay, it's fine, that's all right. So, and she was great, she had lived all the way to the thing. She was brilliant, and all the crew were, you could just see them all behind the camera.
Pissing themselves.
Me running up and going, Eric, see how Burry's putting the taxi here? I just shagged her. and honest to God, see when you do these big 10-page setups, your concentration's got to be absolutely bang on, and you're going to do it about the way it's set up probably about 50 times, right? The likes of me and Elaine usually have the majority of the dialogue. So if I'm stuck beside him, usually I'm in the couch, which is fine, good laugh. But we're getting all ready to go, and you're going through your head all your lines and everything. Like, try and get this in a winner and all that. So they do all the setups, all the checks, camera's ready to turn over, sound's all ready, all the makeup's done. We're about to shout action. He goes like that, will give me a wee nudge and he'll go, hey, take Graham Souness for me.
Oh, shit.
And you're going, I'm trying to remember this.
he is a most professional guy, but you don't.
Somebody else has said that to me.
Very, very professional. So, aye. But I do love. That's what I love. This is.
I fucking did it for you. I did it for you.
You did. I love when you get into like
We're going to come on the next guest.
Maca and all that. I love all that.
Oh,
that looks good.
what are these, mate?
Classic Buffalo, so...
Oh, this classic
Step
buffalo.
up, yeah.
Oh, thanks a lot,
Did
mate.
the boat, did, right, thanks mate, cheers, we're just going to round 2 then.
I even like your celery and that.
Round 2 we're on, this is sport.
Sport, oh.
Okay, cool.
Are you a sport, big sport guy?
I quite like sport, yeah.
What else other than football?
Just stuff in general. I quite like the boxing and all that. So, but maybe not so much now. But I used to.
Back in the day, what about you?
I
Just a wrestler?
wrestling.
Do you still watch, like, is Raw's War still on?
I mean, I very rarely do watch it.
It's not as good now, mate, is it?
Nah.
Remember that when you were a wee guy, you used to run him for being out to watch Raw's War?
Friday night, man, you'd have South Park, Father Ted, and then Raw.
Brilliant.
It was aye.
Some of the
100%.
stuff out on then, but it was mad.
Oh, aye, it was
Wasn't it?
crazy.
Ah, puppies.
This is all
Did you-
way above
I know.
my.
You know, into the wrestling at all? Did you?
you-
Have you
did
been to
you-
watch him wrestle?
I've watched him. I know. I've watched. I watched it in. You sent me the link. That the boy that you fought down in London.
Oh, Wembley.
Aye,
Did you
Wembley.
see that?
No.
Oh, it was-
That was
Did you not see that?
I'm not a big wrestling guy,
Jericho,
mate.
No, but you must have saw me at Wembley.
Walked
No,
out
no.
Wembley. Who was in
Did you see me at Wembley?
the big show and that was
You see
there?
it?
Grado, big show and that was
Oh,
there?
aye. But so, aye, 80,000 folk. 80,000 folk.
Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, John.
Grado, who was all the big names that was there?
Big Show was there,
Jericho.
Chris Jericho was there, CM Punk was there, Sting was there, and that was all very last minute because
Jackie Parlow, Manus,
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
I had because it was Jeff Jarrett, and we tried to create a bit of interest, so I went down to talk sport.
Remember, I
Done
saw
an
you. I was at
interview.
the airport that morning.
That's right, remember that? And we done a kind of sort of publicity stunt. I was on, what do you call them, Goldstein and
Jacobs.
Hawksby Jacobs. Hawksby Jacobs, that's it.
Worst
And,
show, mate, I'm sorry, but...
well, I could, honestly, right, we were in Jeff Jarrett done an interview, and right at the end, because I kind of said something to slag him, and he turned around and scored me with a guitar. So then it went kind of, it never went viral, right, but folk were kind of creating a noise about it. And but I never heard any merit. This was about 3 weeks before the show at Wembley, and then on the Wednesday night, man, never forget it, I got a phone call about 4 in the morning. He's like, you have to come to Wembley on Sunday. I was like, what am I doing? He says, don't know, but just bring your gear. So it was a bit fucking basically turned up on the day outside Wembley, my bag and all that. I'm here for the wrestling. Do you know what I mean? It was that like, last minute.
That's incredible.
Get flung on a leotard, big show, went out with him, 80,000 folk, my name popped up on the screen, place went nuts, and then I got him back, Hamilton here with a guitar.
So do you know rehearse it? Would you just not rehearse the fight?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
Just off the cuff?
Off the cuff.
That's incredible.
It was very, very last minute, but what
Me and Alec try and get him to tell us secrets about what they do and all that.
well, Paul Daniels
You'll
doesn't
know.
it, does he?
Your dad used to pretend to be Valvinus, wasn't it?
Still walking in the
Incredible.
Right, here we go. Round 2, sport.
Harry Vardon
Harry Vardon.
has won the most British Open titles in the tournament's history, but which golfer has won the most post-war?
Which golfer?
Fucking hell, man. Who would?
I didn't even know they were two people.
Matt Dawson wouldn't even get that, mate, question of sport.
So I'm going to get a parking ticket.
Oh no.
We'll pay it, mate, we'll pay it.
Aye.
Who have you in for?
Sam Thomas.
Tom Watson.
Oh, who is it, Paul?
Peter Thompson, 5
Peter
times.
Thompson.
You know him?
Australian.
Is he, huh?
Yeah.
Right, let's go then.
Right, okay.
Johnny's in a rush. Yes, your missus phoning you during the day is never a good thing, and it means something's happened, doesn't it? That is the
What are you
fear.
doing after this?
Do you know what I'm going to do tonight?
Have you got 2 shows today?
No, I've got one show, but Rangers are having their special. They're not their special, their Christmas staff thing. And
You're going?
I've been asked to go along and interview Clement.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's just a kind of...
You'll not understand one fucking what you will say.
I've only got I've asked him 2 questions. So
Right, you ready for
good,
it?
but innit?
Have you hit that?
Brilliant.
no.
Come on, get that done.
No.
Your man's Johnny's in a hurry. Can't wait to come to the all in excuse round. Well, the chat, we'll get a wee chat about all in
let's go.
excuse
Get
after.
through these then.
We'll batter
What time
through.
do you need to be home for, Johnny?
Well,
Come on, I watched that.
1 o'clock.
Have you ever worked with the Still Game Boys, Johnny? Any of them there?
Yeah.
Have you seen we Ford terrorised him, didn't you?
And I'm very friendly with Paul Riley and Gavin Mitchell.
Oh, but Gavin Mitchell was on this, mate. It was
He's amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So Gavin and I worked for way before Still Game. And same with Paul, I think, as well. They're great guys.
Good boys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gavin Mitchell.
I worked with Greg as well. Greg was very briefly in All an Excuse.
He's a great guy.
Was he?
Yeah. But
What did he
in
do
the
in
words
All
of Joe
An Excuse?
Wallace, he served the club well, but he had to go.
Alright, question 2. Which team last won a cup final that didn't involve Celtic or Rangers? I think that's quite an easy question.
Won it?
Yes.
Oh, I know that.
If you get this right, you didn't eat the wing.
You into your football, mate?
I'll wait to anyway. Fuck it.
Just eat it, mate.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Right, I think I've.
Wait a minute.
Who's your favourite Rangers player ever?
My favourite Rangers player of all time. Got to be Super Ali, innit?
Tell your impression of it's incredible.
Well, do you know see the thing about that impression? See, Joe Hallett messaged me the day that was coming out. He says, he's an English guy, right? And he says, they've left that Ali McCoist impression in. He's like that. It's fucking nothing like him.
No, it's
Well,
McCoist's impression
I was
is brilliant.
shaking myself.
That is good,
I was shaking myself that he texted me that. And I thought, I don't want this going out if it sounds nothing like him. And it went up, and then it just went nuts.
Viral.
And then I was sitting on Instagram, and he DM'd me saying, love the impression, all that. Dogs
brilliant.
impression, all the group chats.
Right, what's
brilliant.
the answer?
St Johnson.
That's St John's.
Well done, lads. There you go. We can go right on to the next round.
Right, here we go. Question 3. What sport do the Buffalo Sabres compete in?
Sabres.
Sabres?
Yeah.
Nearly there.
Nearly there, mate.
Nearly there.
It's in a famous film, that. Do you remember?
No, I'm not sure.
The idea, fuck it.
Buffalo Sabres. It's in Bruce Almighty.
But see, Johnny, have you
What's
ever,
that?
David McCoist.
Tell me something, Darryl. Make no mistake about it. At first I thought, is he offside? He really is. He's got to be offside. He really is. Tell me, does it sound like him?
That's good, mate.
Aye.
That's really good.
Did you dare McCoist? You never did, you?
No, I couldn't do him. Not as good as that. No.
But it's funny because the next day, the police came to my door. I hadn't paid a speed camera thing up in Aberdeen. And the guy's gone, the police was going, where is he? Where's Ali? Where's Ali? And then, no, it's alright, Alex tell the story, I know. And he got pulled out that day, I know. And the police were going to him, where's the big man, where's Grado? Isn't that weird? The Bayface the next day, if it were to tell it.
Incredible.
I know.
Right, what's your answer?
Cool story, bro.
Oh, nah, you're wrong, Johnny.
Basketball.
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey, it was.
Eat a wing, lads.
Yeah, wing.
How are these wings, boys, just for
They're
the...
super-
very good.
These are the
Buffalo's a nice
best.
answer.
These are the best ones, yeah.
No yet, no yet.
The next round's when it starts to get a bit
Let's
naughty.
crank it up, innit?
Right, question 4. When you go take it away.
Was it me, mate?
I'll need a shower after.
How many domestic honours did Sir Alex Ferguson win while as a manager in Scotland?
In Scotland?
So while he was in Scotland.
While he was in Scotland. Do you think you would get that?
Yeah.
I would get that.
Try my
Would you?
best.
Yeah.
So just domestic things in Scotland?
What, did he ever get in touch with you, Johnny, when you done him?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's before I was married, I was on my own. I came home one night and it was a wee answer machine. And I put it on. This voice goes, "Oh John, it's Sarah Serson here. So I wonder if you'd be good enough to give us a call. It's my home number or a Carrington training ground. I'm trying to organise a wee benefit for a boys' club I used to be involved in with Govan, and it'd be lovely if you could give me a call back." And I was like, wow. And I called him back and I did it. It was for, oh God, what was that? I think it was around H. Wee boys' club in Govan. That was
Harmony
involved
Row?
in- Harmony Row, that's it. And we had it up in James Mortimer staged it up in Victoria's, and it was some night. It was a brilliant night. But that was the night, the only time I was aware of MD taking offence of a gag, right?
Really?
because Philip Differ had done the script for me. And there was a gag about, Davy Hay was manager of Celtic at the time. And there was a gag in it, and I was there, I thought, oh, I don't know if I should do that one. And I said to Andy Carmen, I said, what, do you think that gag's all right? He went, oh, he says, do that's fine, that's fine. And Fergie goes, well, is it? Let me see. He said, oh, I do that. So I did it. And it was Fergie going in to see the chairman. Not Fergie, sorry, Davy Hay going in to see the chairman. And the chairman says to him, have a seat, Davy. No, not on the floor, on the chair. Well, little did I know, Davy Hay was in the audience, right?
Wow.
No. Yeah, I'm part of a big Tony Higgins, right? He used to play with Hibs. And Tony, I always said to him, who's the hardest you ever played with? Davy Hay. He said, Silent Assassin. He said, you just never heard him coming like that. Crunch, right?
Aye.
Well, he was raging. And I was taken down the stairs. I was with my big Roy Aiken saying, fuck him. And the next week, the next Sunday, it was the football writers. And I saw him, he had a white tuxedo on. And I said to Philip Differ, I said, I'm going to go and apologise. And Philip goes, don't, just leave it. I went, no, I'm going to apologise. I went across, I said, Davey, I said, I'm so sorry if you took offence at the gag last Sunday night up at James's. I'm really sorry. And he went, Jonathan, he said, it's not a problem. I'm glad I was there and I didn't hear it second hand. Don't think anything else about it.
Oh, fair play you got up to him, because I would have shat it, man.
I don't know why they take it so serious.
I know.
Well, to be fair, it was one that I wouldn't normally have done, because the way that we used to always gauge it was, if we told a gag and the person was to come into the room right after it, how would you feel?
Aye.
And that was why I was sort of swithering in that.
Have you ever done something and met them quite soon after it went out? And do you get the nerves when you're meeting them, not sure whether
no.
never, nah?
Well, it's like, it's what it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like, and you know, the thing is, see, a good joke's going to hurt somebody a wee bit.
Yeah.
So,
Aye.
you just don't.
What about anyone else that liked their impersonation?
Oh, the likes of Souness and Kenny Dalglish, and Kenny's phoned up before, and Walter and all these guys, they like. And Fergie does as well, but Fergie, he says, oh, you can't do me. He says, Ryan Giggs can do me, you can't.
What's that one, you know?
We, Frank was on Open Go for all your Frank McAvery's.
He's been great. I tell you, with Frank, I was telling this, I'd forgotten about it, but we did a one-off special of Macca called I Macca, right? And Philip wrote it, and it was, Paul Riley was in it. That was the first time I worked with Paul. But there was an idea that me as Macca would be up in Victoria's nightclub, right? And I would turn around to this guy and go, how you doing, all right? And it was going to be Macca, the real Macca,
Right, brilliant.
So they arranged it, asked him if he fancied doing it, sorted the fee, he was like that. So we're going up to film it, left the base, going up to film it, and Frank goes to me, he goes, Johnny, he said, didn't he say? He said, but I'm barred for Vicky's. I said, what? He says, aye, he says, James barred me. I said, right, okay. So I said, well, we better tell him. I said to the big production manager, Big Brian, I said, Brian, bit of a problem. James has barred him. So they had to phone Mortimer up out in Boswell, get special permission. Right, okay, James goes, right, he can go in, film the scene, then he can fuck off. So that's how to do it. Aye, so.
That's incredible. Did you watch it as a boy?
Well, Only Excuse? Oh man, I mean that. And every year that was
amazing,
it was a thing. I always thought it was like a tradition. Tape it and then watch it in New Year's Day. Watch it back. I loved it, Johnny. Honestly, I did.
But that was.
And even like my ma, who never kent much about football, she would still laugh at it.
My two boys are in it now. I says to you, their favourites. Have you seen the one the boys on the peloton bike in Falkirk?
I see you said that.
And the guy goes, Andy and Falkirk, your balls are hanging at your shorts, mate.
Aye.
His balls are hanging at the side while he's doing the peloton.
They weren't, man. That was, I mentioned earlier on, that was Alan Sugar helped send that viral. He loved that one.
Did he? What, did he just like retweet it or something?
Retweet it, but a wee quote and all that, and it went mental. Yeah.
Is there a favourite one you like to do, Mayor?
Well, I don't do it anymore.
When you did.
When I did. Well, the boys, the crew used to always love Macca. You couldn't talk Macca.
Unreal.
But I used to love doing Souness. That was the one I used to.
Who's your hero,
used to
wasn't
love. I loved him as a player.
Right.
And so I used to like doing that.
The best Maka one's when he's filling the motor up,
motor,
and he goes in and he goes pump 2. He says, no yet.
But do you know what somebody told me 2 weeks ago? Like, they pumped 2, no yet, but I'm doing my best. Well, the 2 girls that were in that were gorgeous, right? Well, Frank seemingly was at some do, and the dad of one of them went up to him, the real Mac, and went, that was my daughter in that thing.
What the fuck you want me to
Frank
do?
standing there like that going, like that.
You got a
And he's
number?
going, that was my daughter. Fucking like that, nigga.
Oh, incredible.
That's brilliant.
What were your answers, lads, for that one?
What was the question?
Sir Alex?
How many
Was it-
domestic honours?
3 for Scotland, didn't it?
Aye,
Oh.
Aberdeen 5.
9.
9
What
was
was
your
that?
answer, aye, 9 was your answer.
One more wing and then I'll go get the next round.
Right.
This is where it gets hot now, lads. Did you ever do Derek Ferguson, who's been on? He's obviously here, nah. Wasn't
No,
a big
we
enough
didn't.
name, was he? Nah. You done Barry, didn't you? That was good as well, Barry, wasn't it?
Do you know what I always used to be impressed by? That your costumes were always like the right club ties and the training kits. I would always be like that. How
Well,
did you manage to get?
We had a good, the costume girls had a pretty good relationship with the clubs. Certainly, but I knew the commercial manager at Rangers. Derek knew him as well, Bob Riley. He was great for helping out. But there was one, have you time to tell us? Huh?
Ah, of course.
It was 1 year, it's when Lenny was doing his first spell at Parkhead, and it was Nike did the strip for Celtic, and the girls, he had a tracksuit top, was black, and the inner collar was like green, white and gold.
Aye.
And the girls tried everything, they couldn't get it at all. And we're at the production meeting, and we're going on about it, they wanted to get that one. I said, look, leave it with me, I'll see if I can sort it out. So I phoned Chick Young. I said, what game are you doing this Saturday? He says, yes, I'm doing.
He's brilliant as well.
He says, I'm doing Celtic Inverness Cali Thistle. I said, right, would you do me a favour? I said, would you ask Lenny if I could get his tracky top? He went, you're fucking kidding me. I said, no, just ask him if you can get the tracky top for the Hogmanay show. So fair enough. He goes to do the game, and at the end of the pre-match interview, he said, listen, Johnny was wondering, can you get me? He was, you're fucking kidding me. I said, so anyway, it was all sorted. He said, end of the game, we John Clark will make sure
That you get it.
get it.
Fair play.
So, but the game took place, right? And Inverness Cali were managed by Big Terry Butcher. And they beat Celtic. They beat Celtic with 3-2, and Lenny got involved with some fans at the back of the dugout, and there was all kinds of things going on. It was going mental and all that. At the end of the game, when Chick had to do the post-match interviews, you know, Big Terry's, he's full of beans, right? Lenny's fucking raging. And finished the interview, he's about to storm off, and Chick's like, you mind Johnny's tracky top? But I gave it, I got it. And I gave it back to him, wrapped up in a bottle of Blue Nun.
Mate, the Chick Young's brilliant as well. See when he's jumping about the back of the newsroom with the Rangers scarf.
Aye, that's
That's
just
incredible. In the background.
Does Chick enjoy it? Did he like it?
Yeah, it's fine with it. Aye, he's fine with it. That was one of my favourite ones actually.
Yeah, he
Because
was
the girl that she used to read the news, she was brilliant. And if you got people involved that were out with football, she was great. The best actually was Kirsty Wark interviewing me as Sir Alex. Because she interviewed me as if it was like Newsnight.
Right.
Absolutely dead straight, and she was brilliant. She was great. Yeah.
Do you know do a brilliant Anjuman?
I done it. Why?
Mate, can you do this?
He does.
It's
He
brilliant.
does.
Yeah,
You look like Ange, man. You look like a young
Can you
Ange.
do
I've got his figure. Sure, that's what I ended up. That's what I ended up. Who was? Were you the PFA boss?
PFAs.
Oh my
Talk us
god, man,
through
I
it.
was a redneck. Well,
I was there.
I was sitting there, right? You came at Peter Martin's like he's quick, he's good on the mic and stuff like that, and I had to go up and call out a prize. I can't even remember what it was for.
Actually, I'm going to tell you
Right,
a good
okay,
story.
cool.
I'm going to tell you a story. So I got up there about 6:30, right? I was meant to meet him. He goes, right, I'll meet you in the bar. He comes up on a panic. He says, they want me to present an award. They want me to present an award on Dave Coisty. What did they? I said, well, just say a couple of catchphrases of Coisty, and it'll be fine. It'll be all right. Okay. I said, but don't panic about it. You're great. You'll be fine, right? So the whole thing kicks off. He's emceeing it and all that. They do the first batch at awards. It goes on for ages. That's fine. his isn't up yet. Then there's the meal, and there's drink, and then they do the second part, right?
It's the worst.
So, Peter comes up, he says, now to present this next award, right? So the night's been going on a wee bit. He said, we've got a wonderful guest, star of Two Doors Down, massive wrestler. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Grado. He doesn't trap, no sign of him. And I'm going, I know it's fucking up here. So he does it again. Peter does him a big build up. Eventually, he comes on stage. He's been drinking the hot whole time.
That's blocked up.
The blitter, tile undone, everything like that. And he's like, all right. And I knew we were in for a rough ride when Peter says to him, he said, I'm glad to see that you've dressed up, made the effort. To which he replied, who you talking to, you fat So now you can pick up the story.
Wait, see, to be honest with you, I can't really. I remember saying something like, I tried to be funny and saying something like, oh, Ange Postecoglou stole my starter, right? Tumbleweed and
Oh
that.
no.
Get what I mean, right? Oh no. And Peter says something like, you know, it's usually me that makes a fool of somebody, but you're making a good job of doing it to yourself. And then I just remember completely losing it, man.
See, at that point, you then went to try and get him in a wrestling hold, and
I was
Peter
fucking
Martin
chased him right.
shat himself. He was like, you could just see him going, oh, for fuck's sake.
I was like, bare ass fight. Oh, let's do it.
But he went into wrestling, he was like that, all of a sudden he went, I'm going to fucking throw you like that. And you could just see people going, oh. And then you took the microphone, you went into the crowd, and I can't remember what you said to Chris Boyd, but it was not complimentary.
Something about his teeth or something like that.
It was.
I don't know what I got you, no?
What did you say? You paddy a bit?
I can't remember, but I remember doing the crocking. Did I know? But I remember.
But it was Chris
Did
Boyd.
I call
wasn't it?
Stevie Clark a crab? No.
Right, what was the Ange? How did the Ange accent come about?
What?
When did you
We were just doing it, and how? What was it?
We were doing it
in the pavilion.
No, you were doing it in two rehearsals at two. And I said, that's brilliant.
Let's hear it.
Mate, but it's been a great game, but you know, that's football, so we try hard, and we go again next week, and you know, I'm happy, mate. So right,
Very good, mate. That's how we do our pause.
Go on again.
Have you ever done Faddy, Johnny?
Thanks, Strips.
Faddy, have you never been on Only Excuse? Oh, was that it?
By the way, no, I know what I had to go to for. Because he was meant to do, you were meant to do a scene for Scots, couldn't you? You either pulled out it, you were asking for too much money, you fly bar.
I couldn't do that day.
In fact,
Faddy, you made the right decision.
no,
I watched it, I know.
I'm sure you were asking for money and it was double what I get for the full series.
Sounds about right,
Was that
mate.
you?
Sounds about right.
That sounds fair.
Right, come on, round three.
Right,
She needs to get away. We're on to music now.
Right,
We'll go to the
okay.
Rangers chat.
We've had a day, can I eat, man?
Just do that next it.
No T-man.
These are alright, these are alright. These are alright.
This sauce is Big Leo's.
Who's that?
Leo Sayre.
Oh, the wee gymnast guy.
Any gymnast guy, yeah.
Mad for
Big
it.
fan as well.
Music here.
Oh, fuck.
Take it away, Paul.
Question one. What year did Robbie Williams leave Take That?
Oh, easy.
You're a bit like Gary Barlow after he up and take that spot up.
Aye, can I let myself go a wee bit? Gary. Wait to see, hold on. Gary Barlow.
Oh no, hold on a minute.
Gary Barlow. What was the question again? When did he leave Take That?
What year did Robbie Williams leave Take That?
Hey, I've got it.
What's your
You
favourite
ain't gonna hear
take
it.
that song?
What?
Favourite take that?
You lie
The sky up above me.
Fucking
don't
terrible.
close your eyes and fade away.
Right, listen, I'm...
And
And
finish.
My car's
Finish.
When you and me, we can light up the stars if you stay by my side.
Good.
Sorry, Anna.
Right, go. 1995, you put 2001.
1997.
You're wrong.
Oh,
Each.
wrong.
That's that.
You need to go back
Each.
I nearly put 98 down.
Did you, mate? It was 95 though. So you still wouldn't have got nothing for 98.
Fuck's sake, here we go.
Go on, Johnny boy.
So if I take it too?
One each. Have you still not got the fucking rules of this game?
I know. Watch this again.
Watch it, see if I go.
Watch this
Go on.
again.
Magic trick.
Wow.
Oh, you're struggling with that one?
What's no?
Good.
Look at that, Johnny.
Oh.
Yeah, that's son. Huh?
Okay,
No, get that, go winning.
Were you ever any good at football?
No.
I was a goalie.
Of course you are.
Hung up the gloves at 13. Went for a lycra. And I've never looked back. I've never looked back.
How are they, alright, spice-wise?
I know.
Fine.
Alright.
The drinking. Guys, we must ban the drinking.
There's no drinks.
What's that? You know, like
No, you're not a drink,
If
mate.
you knew one, we'll ban them.
Question 2. You should get this, I think. What is the best-selling album of all time?
Oh, Christ. That would be... What do we see now?
You and Stephen Purdon singing Rangers songs, isn't it?
Oh, don't even go there, man. Don't
Road
go
to
there.
Seville, punt it.
We are coping it.
We're getting it, you seen it?
I mean, I'm not
Usually
joking.
us getting it, mate, so I'm glad that you're taking a bit of...
Did you see the reaction?
Oh, if he was
Did you
telling
see
it.
the reaction?
No, you told me about it.
200 replies to the original tweet, right? And I've actually recorded the season man at the pavilion. I says, go on it, Finn, if there's any positive comments. And he's gone, yeah, it's generally negative. not one positive comment.
So the biggest selling album
Of all time, Johnny, what's your favourite album of all time?
I like the Rolling Stones and the Who and stuff like that. So Gimme Shelter's probably one of my
That's
favourite.
a brilliant tune.
Something with the Beatles or some shit, like, no? Beatles.
Just writing Beatles.
Yellow Submarine.
No, I'm going to put this one down.
You could just start eating yours now, mate.
Okay, cookies.
Is it Rumours, Fleetwood Mac?
Oh, you're cut. I would have been one I went for, but it's actually Thriller for Michael Jackson.
Oh. How's the spicy?
I'm alright.
It's alright, yeah.
Is it?
I'm alright.
We need to crank these up a bit.
Was you in an ambulance or something like that, no?
Aye, rushed the hospital.
Mate, I got
Is that
taken to
common
hospital.
knowledge?
Fucking brutal, mate, honestly.
Is it common knowledge?
Faddy was the same, but he never went to hospital, but...
He was fucked.
Am I eating that?
And he's
I'm going to
hardcore.
be eating that, am I?
No, you're not
No,
getting
no,
that. That'll
took it down
never,
since
that'll
that.
never see a plate again. That
Really?
one,
Was it
mate,
that bad? Oh, Jesus.
Honestly, mate, life flashed before
Did
my
you go up and
eyes.
see him in the hospital?
Done
No?
fuck all
I
about it,
fucked
mate.
him. Didn't I?
Done nothing,
Didn't I,
mate,
mate?
aye.
I actually made it worse for
Just
you.
kept telling us that somebody died the week before eating a Dorito.
You're joking.
Because somebody in America tried to have the hottest Dorito and died, so I told him, thinking it'll make him better, but fuck you, didn't even.
It did. Right, question 3. Let's fire through these.
Question 3. Who is set to play Bob Dylan in the upcoming biopic about the musician's life?
I haven't heard.
Have you heard his Sean Connery, Johnny?
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
go on.
that.
Will you judge me and tell me if it's good or not?
Of course I will.
Is she assumptions?
Right, who's playing Bob Dylan?
Christ, it'll be him that's in everything.
Who's in everything?
Stephen Graham.
Is there any... Jinky?
Or Compson.
Aye,
Or
Mark
Compson. It'll be Compson.
Adam Driver. Oh, not bad shout. He's in that new Ferrari film, isn't he?
That's it,
What,
aye.
see that? It's not him, though,
I
mate.
don't know who that. I've never heard.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
he's
he's
playing
good.
Willy Wonka. He's
Oh,
good.
It's good.
Oh, the new Willy Wonka film.
Have you seen it yet? Big
No.
Range.
Let it go.
Why?
Who is?
Aye. Just I love it. Willy Wonka's a great film, isn't it?
Right, here we go. Question 4. What is the only song to achieve UK Christmas #1 twice in 1975 and again in 1991?
Is that a Christmas song?
No.
No, it's not a Christmas song. There you go. Cliff Richard, what's your thoughts on him?
Big fan of his work, isn't you?
He's in a lot of trouble, doesn't he?
It's not.
He is, because he...
Alison
Oh, it was funny, but
Caught her.
because he said he was like he had an opportunity to get a picture with Elvis, and he says I'm not getting a picture of him because he's fat.
Because he's fat.
Oh, I know. I saw it
Brutal.
this morning. She's sitting there.
And then Alison Hammond went, that's why you didn't give me an invite to your barbecue or something like
That's
that.
all
Good
right.
on her, I love Alison Hammond.
Do you?
I love her.
Who's the best person you've ever met in showbiz?
Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins. He was my boss in TNA. What's funny about that? He was.
Who's yours? Best guy you've met in showbiz?
Showbiz.
Can you call it that?
I don't know.
Who's your best friend in sort of entertainment?
Oh, can I answer it for you?
Oh, go.
Brian Cox.
Oh, I love
Cox.
Brian
Succession.
Cox, mate.
He's a good pal.
Is he? For Dundee, isn't he?
Yeah, because we did a series together a few years ago. And in fact, we recorded a radio version of it, which goes out over Christmas and New Year. And it was Neil Forsyth wrote it, that did Guilt and The Gold and all that. So the three of us, I'm really pal with Neil, but the three of us all keep in touch and we meet up from time to time.
Can you do Brian Cox in
No,
Succession?
I can't do it.
That fuck off's brilliant, isn't it?
You see him doing Newsnight with Kirsty Watt?
Amazing. Done
Aye, aye.
the monologue at the end, didn't it?
What is it that Neil, what does Neil make What program's his again?
Babe Station.
He does
No.
Guilt
Guilt. Sure,
and
and
the
then
Gold.
I made an ass of myself that night in Aussie with the food reviewer.
I guess he was with Coogan.
Aye.
Oh,
He
I
was-
love
so he
Steve
was
Coogan,
Steve
mate, he's one of
Coogan.
my heroes.
So it was Guilt, and I had just got a part in Crime, right? And all these programmes are all the same now, innit? Guilt, Screw, it's all one words. And he introduced myself to him and he says, oh, I'm the creator of, what is it again? Screw?
Guilt.
Guilt. And I went, and I had just got that part in Crime, and I went, am I in that? And he went, no, you're not fucking in it. I was affronted because I thought,
Oh, Neil's great.
he was a good guy.
He's a good guy.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
Didn't you write it down? Just tell us what you
Just
think it
the
is.
Drifters
What is
coming
it?
over to my
The
place.
two Christmas number ones.
Was it Greg Lake?
Bohemian Rhapsody, mate. Queen.
Bohemian Rhapsody, which I saw live in the Apollo.
Wow, the real Queen.
The real Queen. I'll tell you what happened. It was the first. So we're all sitting there, and the lights went black, and they started playing it, and it was all darkness. And it was only when it hit the bit, you know, dan dan da da, that the whole stage lit up white light, and they were there, and everybody was up.
Wow.
You didn't. Nobody sat down for about 2 hours.
Wow.
It was amazing. That's when it was number one.
Tell us, Freddie Mercury died
Same day
that you were
as
born.
I was born.
Wow.
I feel really young now.
That story about your dad still using your dad's Facebook
Hey,
account.
do you know he's still doing it? He's still
You heard this? It was your wedding speech, wasn't it?
Oh, wedding.
Were you at his wedding?
Aye, it was.
How was it?
It was mental.
God.
What was it?
Absolutely mental.
Due to what?
Everything. It was like the last days of Rome, I tell you. The excesses.
That was it. The first.
I've never seen so many tattooed women in all my life.
But the thing about my father was a couple of years after my mum died, and I support Co-winning Rangers as well. It's a junior club.
Geraghty's there now, isn't it?
Aye, is it there?
Geraghty's
And
such a
they had
manifest.
announced that we're moving from Abbey Park and we're going to Pennyburn, and it come up Maureen Steveley. This is a fucking disgrace. Hang your heads in shame.
And your man,
Mum.
and your man been...
My mum had been dead for about 2 or 3 years. Aye.
From the grave.
And then again, I think that it's on the video as well, because he'd been messaging folk back and forward or not. He was doing it Aussie anytime there was an article.
go
It was all things like Geo out. Geo out. I saw him right one day. Geo out.
Is it true you, Walter Smith asked you to do impressions before a game?
I used to, I don't know if Derek was still there.
No, he'd been released by him.
I used to, but Walter would phone up if there was a semi-final or a big game. He used to go down, the boys used to take the boys down to Turnberry. He used to phone up and say, would you come down and do a wee bit on an excuse? And Philip Differ, who writes Only an Excuse, whose idea it was, Philip's a big Celtic fan. He says, bring Big Differ down with you as well. So Philip would do a wee sort of 10-minute, 50-minute script, and we would go down, and we did it loads of times, and it was fantastic. We'd go down there about 3-4 in the afternoon, have a few beers with Walt, and he said, right, what we'll do is we'll do the boys are getting their tea about 5-6 o'clock. You do it around about then, and then the rest of us, Archie as well, we'll go through and have a bite to eat. And we used to be up to about 2-3 in the morning, not talking about football, talking about music and concerts and stuff like that.
Amazing.
And it was just brilliant. But I tell you, see, doing these little Only an Excuse, man, they were the hardest to do, because you know, you'd have Shevchenko sitting in the front row looking at you as if you'd fucking horns, you know, not understanding the word. And God love them, Ali and Geraghty, they're laughing their socks off. And John Brown to try and make me relax me and all that kind of stuff. But they were great nights. I remember that one of the times Gascoigne was signed by this point, right? And so after the meal, I said to Walter, I said, who rooms with him? And Walter goes, you kidding? He said, nobody will room him. He said, he sleeps with the light on. He said, nobody will room him. He said, he's up all night. He said, he'll be playing in the lifts now. So I ended up going to the toilet about half an hour later. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm coming back from the toilet through the reception. And all you can hear is, ping, lift door open. This guy goes, hello. He's actually playing the lifts.
That's unreal, man. That's class.
Was Walter Smith a great guy, Johnny?
Oh, I was very fond of him.
Oh yeah.
You see, the most proudest thing that I've got, it's one of the ones where I sit, blow up a Friday night on YouTube, is when I played a charity game, and it was a pre-match interview, and it was Walter and Ali, and they're going on and on and on and such, and these players are back, some of them are not as fit, and Walter goes, but we've got Grado on our team.
Grado.
Aye, Grado. Pronouncing it, I don't care, man. I watch it all the time, I love it. See, just for him to say,
amazing.
brilliant.
Who's good guys in the Legends game? Who'd you got on with? Ex-players like?
Oh, were you there, Derek? Aye, I played a couple of plays.
He gets half cut on them.
Aye, the goalie was brilliant. Always hung about with Andy Gorham. Kind of became good pals with him. It was, see, at the start, like getting on the telly and all the rest of the carry on, everybody would always say, look, don't say who you support because it's just going to cause mayhem. Like, you want to try and appeal to both sides of the city.
Yeah,
I know, and know that I didn't want to, I just kind of took orders. But
they're
oh,
naughty boys.
they look fierce, man.
See, I'll hear that, mate. Gaze them, sorry. You want one now? No. Right, keep going.
I hadn't ever said that it was a Rangers fan anywhere. But I went down with my mate,
Thanks, mate.
Shaz, a wrestler, my favourite. I took my favourite to an Arsenal and Everton game. And you can drink down at the Fitbit down there, so I was on it. And we come outside the ground, and of course, who did we see? The old Arsenal fans TV mob, didn't we? Oh. So I'm like, when we'll go and do it. So I went in, I was really camp, and I'm going, the pies have been, Big Robbie and not taken, the main dog, because one of the folk went, there's that wrestler guy. I started going, the pies have been hot, the beers have been cold, and we won 1-0, and I like to celebrate that we do up in Glasgow. Let's everybody do the bouncy, nana. See the next day, so it was the Sun Online, the Daily Record.
Is that right?
Grado does the bouncy.
Mate.
And my manager at the time phoned me and went, you are absolutely copping it. And I was getting dogs abuse. And it wasn't, maybe about a week later, I think it was the goalie, Charlie Miller, said, do you fancy playing in a charity game? And I thought, you know what, who cares, man?
Exactly,
This is daft, you know what I mean? It's like, Celtic have got, Christ, where do we start? Snoop Dogg, Martin Compson, Butler,
Billy Conley.
Shell Suit, Bob Grado and Johnny.
Well, when I started out, nobody admitted to supporting Rangers. I would say, yeah, I support Rangers.
Aye.
Because it was considered the thing, you know, everyone to support Celtic was okay, but if you support Rangers, it was I used to say, yes.
Aye.
Hey, remember the game we played, Big Marvin Andrew, it was caning. See the guys that pay?
Oh, they take them seriously, didn't they?
aye.
These caning guys who have never played.
You ever have that? One of the players caned you on the pitch, like, and getting too caught up in it?
What would happen, it would be Big Derek Johnson would be my manager, and he would just let me run on for the last 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, I used to play with Dukla Pumferson, chicks.
Oh, did you?
Aye, and it was great fun. And it was like playing with the Harlem Globetrotters, you know, they never lost. You know, they'd be beaten 3-0 at half time, something like that, and they'd go, right, come on, let's up it, and go out, and they'd absolutely slaughter them. And it was all junior clubs who played, it was usually for charity events. And I remember one of the last times I played was down at Loch Winning, and this guy absolutely halved me, right? And because I wasn't wise to it, I should have known to avoid it, but he absolutely halved me. And I was really sore. And I also remember, it was like folks like Jimmy Bone and all that were playing, and they ended up hooking him. And I remember Jerry Collins and Jimmy Bone going across to their dugout and went, put him back on. And they're like, put him back on. That's your wee pal there. Put him back on.
What, to do him like?
Yeah. But this time the guys in his car
Shite himself.
down the road. That was one of the last times I played.
Remember you done a sitcom about football, didn't you? Scottish football, that?
Yeah, Atletico Partick it was called.
Aye.
It was Ian Patterson who wrote Rabsy Nesbitt. It was his first project after Rabsy Nesbitt.
Right?
Yeah.
And what about any other Rangers players that you've got close with, Johnny?
Good pal.
Well, I've just been fortunate to meet a lot of them, like through Derek and all that.
Thank you.
And Ian and Ali and the goalie, who was a great guy.
Goalie was brilliant, man. Really good times with him.
Big Derek Johnson, all these, David Cooper. Very fortunate.
My favourite man now, Arfield's done.
Great boy, Scotty.
He's
We
brilliant.
grew up together for Scotland, a great
Did
guy.
you really? Is that right? Aye.
In the Scotland teams, for
So we're allowed to
No, give
take
it
a
a
sugar?
Nah, he's no bother.
What's in?
No, this is for after you
Well,
find
after,
it, mate,
right,
just to cool your
Do you know
miffy.
you type with any of the current players?
You and Yilmaz are tight, aren't you?
Aye.
Having the total body doubles, isn't there?
Aye.
Raymond, final round.
Sorry.
Right, go on. Final round, Simon, take it away.
What did we
General knowledge.
What have I done?
Go on, you want to start. You want to start so we can tell what it's like.
Okay. Is
Look
this
at
going
steam
to
coming off him.
Am I going to combust here?
Go on, you'll be fine, mate. Fuck. You're a big boy, aren't you? Oh, you're not doing
Look at
them.
that.
You're not
See,
doing your trick.
that's an art form.
Should I not do this?
No, I do it.
No, I do it.
Do your
Probably the best way to eat it, to be honest.
Aye, you can't. Aye, that's it. Get it down.
Get a napkin, mate. Right, question one. What is the most What is the most populated city in Europe?
The most popular city in Europe.
Populous city in Europe.
Populist.
Populous.
Paris.
Oh, the eyes are gone.
Populated, Paris. No, wrong.
Wrong.
Most
This isn't
populated.
the shit you go,
Most.
His eyes are that way.
oh fuck. I'm going down.
No, Johnny's fine. Look,
He's a fucking champ in it.
Fuck's sake.
What most populated city in Europe?
Fuck.
Have a guess. It's not.
What?
It's not Ayrshire. Most populated city in Europe.
London.
No, Istanbul. So you need to eat another one. Mate,
I got a towel.
he's. It's on his face.
You did it,
Mate, he's fucking throwing it. No, you didn't even finish the round.
No. This is serious.
Mate, you're getting it. You're getting rest. You're getting restless a bad rep, mate.
Well, that's really
You
bad.
alright, Johnny?
That's
Johnny's
really
a
bad.
hero. Look.
Mate, look at the water coming out his eyes.
I need a towel. Oh. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Is it tough?
They're hot.
And they're hot, mate.
Oh.
Get a bit of that milkshake, it'll help.
Alright.
Right, we'll crack on with question two. Come on, Grado.
Oh.
Actually done a wing each. There's only two more questions.
Right, here we
What
go.
does this last for?
Question 2. What is the largest desert in the world by area?
Did you
Do you know
honestly
what,
not know Hosbo?
No,
You
but
didn't any bother?
it was nowhere near as bad
These
as that.
ones are
but
fine if he's done these ones.
It was much
Sorry.
worse than that.
Oh no.
Get another bash. Get you one more
No.
bash, mate.
What?
What is the largest desert in the world by area?
Safari. Sahara.
Sahara, both wrong. It's a Antarctic polar desert.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Have you got another one in you, mate?
This is really quite worrying, man.
No,
Oh.
His eyes.
Si might be strong to eat another one here.
are you struggling, boys?
Oh, aye.
I do need a towel for my face. Sorry about this.
Right, we'll give you one last question. If you get it right, you're off the hook.
Okay, go.
Right,
Good idea, Si. Good.
and you can work together here on this last one. All right. What is the name for a word that is spelt the same backwards as forward?
Level.
Yeah, mate, take the new ones.
No, you're fine now. Look, you've just went into a wee bit of shock, but once it.
I think it's been in a shot. I think that's what I've done. I've been in a
I've
shot.
never seen a amount of water's coming out his eyes.
Don't know it, Si.
Yeah. Palindrome.
What is that?
Palindrome.
Never I got it.
You didn't eat it. You didn't eat a full one. Just half a one. Half a one.
There you go.
A half,
Wait,
Johnny.
take a
Good
fuck
lad.
to yourself. I'm really quite. Well, I've got a pantomime tonight, bastard. I'm making a myself.
Johnny, because Johnny's done it, mate.
What
We
a
need you- we
legend,
just need
Johnny
one
boy.
more after
What a
Grado.
legend.
One more what? No,
Like-
I can't. I can't.
Aha,
I can't.
aha.
Get. No, boys, I can't. I'm really. I'm so sorry. Are you alright, Johnny?
Not too bad. Oh,
You're at it.
I'm not.
Are you going to give us a half?
Nah. I can't do this.
We'll promote. If you eat another half, we'll promote
Yeah.
Road to Seville.
Masterclass.
I'm fucking off.
If you eat half, we'll promote Road to Seville.
Honestly, I pure want to punch you. I'm not joking. I do.
Boys, he's a main hero.
Legends, boys. Boys, just before we go, you have to pass the baton on to another two people to come on here. Who do you reckon?
Who do you want to see on?
Bob and Toe.
Get them on.
Oh,
They'd be
aye,
good.
get them
So
on.
that's a good shout.
Boys, heroes.